Hello everyone, it's your girl, your favorite girl, Simply Shay Hadijero, and I'm so glad to be here. Okay, so if this is your first time watching my video, please like, share, subscribe, and also comment. It encourages me to do more videos. Okay, so today I'll be talking about something very interesting today. I'll be talking about how you have been pushing love away. And the truth is that some people do not realize, or some realize that, these ways, some realize that they've actually been pushing love in these ways. Why some they do not even realize that they've been pushing love in this way. So, okay, so the first way that you have been pushing love away is fear of love. Fear of love. We say fear of love, we call it philophobia. It's an intense fear. It's an intense fear of falling in love. Some people, when they think about having that emotional connection with someone whereby they're actually in love with the person, they get so afraid, they are scared. And this is caused by different factors. One of the factor is trauma. Maybe in their past relationships, they were deeply hurt. They loved someone, they had that emotional connection with the person, they sacrificed for the person, and the person, broke their heart. And as a result of that, they have gotten that fear of falling in love. Like they can't imagine themselves having the emotional connection with someone else because they are scared of being hurt. And that has brought about that intense fear of falling in love. Another factor that also causes this fear of love is abandonment. Let's say the person was abandoned by the mother or the father, or the person was abandoned by someone they truly, like, really cared about, and as a result of that, it has brought about that fear of falling in love. And also rejection. Rejection also is also a factor that also causes philophobia. That's a fear of love. There are some guys, they've met great people, great partners, but they are scared of speaking, of letting the person know how they feel, because they are scared that they'll be rejected, or they are scared, they do not want to hear no. And they are afraid, they are afraid that, oh, this person accepts me and all that, and as a result of that, has brought about that fear of falling in love. So um you know there's also one important factor that also causes philophobia, and that is closure. Closure in the sense that you had a past relationship, and when you guys broke up, there was no closure. So you still have that person in your heart, and as a result of that, you do not want to fall in love with any other person, and you have a fear. You have that fear of falling in love, and it's as a result is because there's just someone in your heart. So when you meet other people, you just always, you're afraid of having an emotional connection with them, or with the person, because you are holding on to your past relationship, because there was no proper closure where you guys actually broke up, and you ended the relationship. So the person is still in your heart, and that has brought about the fear of falling in love. So this is one way that people push love away, because they are afraid of falling in love. So when they meet great partners, people that they can do life with, and experience a very beautiful relationship, they push the person away because they are afraid of falling in love. Okay, so another reason that you've been pushing love away is fear of marriage. Fear of marriage. So fear of marriage, it it also is a fear of getting married or having long term commitment. Fear of marriage is, when you think about marriage, you think about getting married, you get scared. You get scared. You have that fear that, oh no, I don't want to get married. And it's because you can't imagine yourself committing to marriage for years, because marriage is, it's about committing, the long term commitment. It's not just you cannot just say no, I'm not doing it again. Marriage is something that is for life. So some people are scared of getting married. They are afraid of having that long term commitment. Some people are scared of, they ask themselves questions like, okay, what if I get married? Would I get pregnant immediately? Would I get pregnant early enough? Some are scared as a guy, they are scared, okay, would I be able to provide for her through and true? Will I be, can I cope with the responsibilities that come with marriage and all those things? And as a result of that, they have, they that fear of marriage, they already have that fear that they are so afraid they can't imagine themselves getting married, and has brought about fear that when they think about marriage, or they have a great partner, but once they notice that the relationship is getting deeper, they just pull out because they are afraid of marriage, and they are pushing love away because they are afraid of marriage. So that's one way that you've been pushing love away: fear of marriage. That is gamophobia. Also, another way that you've been pushing love away is comparison. Comparison. And when we talk about comparison is a killer of relationship. It kills relationships. It blinds your eyes. And comparison is when you're comparing someone else to something else to what you have. It's just, for example, you have a great partner, and but you're always comparing your partner to someone, to your friend's partner. For example, let's say your friend's partner, he always, he takes her out weekly, he gives her allowance every week, he buys her stuff every week. And you're always comparing your partner to that person. You're always comparing your partner to your friend's partner. You wish your partner could also do the same thing that your friend's partner does. But you know what comparison does? Is that it blinds your eyes from seeing, from seeing the great things that your own partner is doing. Let's say if your partner also does things like, he supports your vision, he supports your dreams, he's always there for you. But because you are comparing him to someone, to your friend's partner, you wish you could also do the same thing that your friend's partner is doing, and you forget the other great things that he is doing. And as a result of that, you push the person away. The person gets overwhelmed, the person gets tired, that okay, what can I do to actually satisfy this lady? And as a result of that, you are pushing the great love that you guys share, you're pushing the person away. So comparison is the way people push love away. Also talking in terms of a guy whereby you have a great partner, a lady that she's beautiful, she supports your dreams, supports your vision, but you're comparing her to your friend's partner. You're comparing your friend's partner is, you are comparing her, oh, that, oh, this one has a more beautiful shape than the person you have, or you are comparing, oh, the way the person dresses and all that. You're not focusing on the great thing your partner has. You're always comparing, and as you're always telling the person, why don't you dress like Shola's babe? Why don't you walk like? Why don't you're comparing? And as a result of that, the person gets tired. That, oh, what can I do to satisfy this guy? And the person just, okay, I'm not, I'm tired. So comparison is a way that pushes love away. So comparison pushes, because it blinds your eyes. It makes you not to, you keep focusing on what other people are doing, and you do what other people are doing, what other people have, and you do not see the great thing that you have. So another way that you are pushing love away is you're not setting boundaries. Not setting boundaries with the opposite sex. The thing is, when you do not set boundaries with the opposite sex, it pushes love away. And an example is, okay, as a lady, you have a great partner, someone that you guys, you share, you're headed in the same direction. There is purpose, there is love, the relationship is going well, but you do not set boundaries with the opposite sex. You chat late, you chat till midnight, chatting with someone that is not your partner. You chat, you give the opposite sex, they can call you at any time, they can call you in the midnight, your friends, you do not set boundaries. And you have a secure man, but you're doing things that makes him lose trust in you. You're doing things that make him feel that, can he actually trust you? Can he actually, you know he starts doubting the love you say you have for him. So not setting boundaries, what it does is that it makes the person doubt the love, and it makes the person, lose trust. That is what not setting boundaries does. And also, as a guy, that you're not setting boundaries with the opposite sex, your female friends, they just come to your house anytime they come, they feel so comfortable, like it's their house. And they cook, they eat, some people they sleep over. And you tell your partner that you do not even see it as a big deal. You tell your partner that, I babe, I love you, it's not a big deal. But the lady might be secure, or she might not be complaining, but to get a point, she'll start doubting the trust that she has. And she'll start, it will make her feel very like, okay, this guy does not respect me and all. So all those things, of you might not see it as a big deal, but it's actually a big deal. Because why would a lady be sleeping over in your house, someone that is not even right? So not setting boundaries with the opposite sex, it pushes love away, because the person will feel, oh, I do not trust this guy. I can't do this, and the person pulls out. So this is another way that you have been pushing love away. Okay, so the final point is wanting everything to be ready. You know, you want to be ready spiritually 100%. You want to be ready mentally 100%. You want to be ready financially 100%. The truth is that you can't be fully ready. Like, you can't get to a point where you can say, okay, I'm 100% ready. Like, I'm 100% ready right now. I can set down. You can't actually get to that point. I'm not saying that you should not be ready. You should be ready to a certain level. You should be ready to a certain level spiritually, emotionally, materially, and even mentally. You should be ready. But you can't get to that peak. You cannot be fully ready. There will have to be a time where you're deciding that, no, I'm going to settle down. And you have to just, there'll be a level whereby you, because the thing is, waiting for everything to be perfect, it's not gonna happen. Like, you can't actually have that. You can't say that, okay, at this point everything is perfect. For example, you know a guy and a lady, they've been courting for about, let's say, 3 years, and they keep telling themselves that, oh, we're not ready. We're not financially ready. We're not I'm not mentally ready. We still need to give ourselves time. And time keeps going, and the relationship for 3 years becomes 4 years, because they are waiting for everything to be perfect. And as a result of that, they lose the wonderful love they share. They can get tired of each other, or they meet other people, and they lose the beautiful love they share. So wanting everything to be ready is a way people push love away. And some do not realize it, because they believe that, yes, they have to be ready, but you cannot be fully ready. So there will be a time where you just have to decide, when you know that, okay, you're ready to a certain level, that, okay, I'm doing this, I'm settling down. So that idea of wanting everything to be perfect is going to push love away. It pushes love away. Okay, so these are the 5 ways that people push love away. I know you might be asking yourself the question that, okay, now you have told us the problems. Yes. Okay, you've told us ways we've been pushing love away. So how can we do better? How can we overcome it? Okay, so I'll be in my next video, I'll be talking of ways in which you can overcome these problems, and ways you can keep your great love going, and have a beautiful relationship that ends up into a beautiful marriage. So thank you for watching the video to the end. I'm really glad that you stayed to the end. And please like, subscribe, share, comment. Yes, I would like to hear your comments. I'd like to hear your comments. Okay, thank you. Have a great day. All right, bye.